Hey you guys, welcome in to Divine Golden Master, where we master being divine at this 3D reality. All right, you guys, I wanted to just do a quick video about some of the symbolism that I will be using in the group ritual. Shapes. Okay, so shapes are very significant. So for you guys who practice yourself, or even if you want to try this, you can try this with rituals can consist of either candles, a earth element, herbs, different things, but you don't need all of them simultaneously, right? So you could also utilize this energy with your incense as well to make the shape. So get very creative with this info, okay? It's not just for your candles. It's not just for chime candles. Even your glass candles you can set up like this. Even your crystals you can set up like this. And you can put one candle in the middle. Get creative with the energy, okay? But first and foremost, so let me show you guys. Now they try to take my filter off. I need my lashes. All right, so the first shape that we're going to talk about is the square, okay? So for the roll opener, I will be using the square, okay? So squares are really great for structure, reliability, right? We're doing a road opener, so these are things that we want to bring in, some structure. We want things to be reliable. We want to be able to rely on these roads being open, these things working out for us, okay? Stability, right? That's, again, going with that reliability at the same time, too, right? Stable ground, order, authority here. This is also with the road opener pushing you into that energy of authority and removing anything that's in the way. Also longevity. This is also for longevity here with the four corners. To the way that we're utilizing it for the group ritual is to invoke that longevity of this energy here, right? You know, road openers are like a maintenance working. And what I mean by maintenance working is one of those workings where you kind of want to keep those kind of going, maybe once a month, whatever the case may be, depending on your lifestyle, depending on what you're going for at that time. But that really, really helps with that energy here, that square, keeping that longevity, because it's connecting to the four elements. All right, whenever you're working about your home too, the road opener, the square is good for that as well. All right, the square is also good for blocking outside energies from penetrating the ritual, okay? Also good for binding, protection, comfort as well. Squares are used for spells where structure and stability are important. When doing a spell where you want something strong and long-lasting, or you want authority to be respected, laying out a square will bring that defined energy, okay? And you can also do this, like, say if you have one candle, you only have one candle, make the shape in your black salt. Make the shape in your herbs. You know what I'm saying? Get really creative, okay? I'm about to switch to tell you guys about the rectangle. And probably, I might tell you guys about a few other ones that I'm using in the group ritual. Because I know I have the 4-leaf clover under here. I have the star. And the rectangle. So let's look at the rectangle. Alright, so this is the rectangle right here. Alright, so the crown of success and the divine feminine working will be on the rectangle. Now, of course, the rectangle is very similar to the square, right? Where it has the four corners. Now, rectangles are really good when you want movement towards structure, right? With the crown of success here, we want to get that success. And I'm going to tell you guys with each one how I'm utilizing it for the ritual. By the way, you guys, you can still get your spot on the group ritual. I ended up pushing it back to Sunday. Today is Friday, so go ahead and get your spots here. I got one spot left on the Divine Feminine Ritual. It's about 2 or 3 on the road opener and the Crown of Success, so go ahead and grab yours while you're here. We'll play the commercial for you guys after this video before we get into the other shapes. But yeah, so rectangles are really good for movement towards structure. I was about to say success. And 444 was on the clock, period. All right, reliability, stability. It's going to be some of the same things like square because of that shape, but I'm going to tell you where it's a little bit of that added energy. All right. But order is here as well. Authority, longevity, communication. Communication is one that is different. All right. This rectangles, I really notice, like I do a lot of my personal workings in rectangles. I use multiple symbols in my workings though. Like within one working, I'm going to have at least like 4 or 5 symbols. That's just me. Even if it's just me writing it on paper and piling on top of each other, because I believe in working with multiple, like working with that energy and just putting it together. That's why it's good to keep you a grimoire or a journal where you keep how you do your spells and how you do your rituals, so that you know next time this really worked for that ritual really good. Let me do that again. You understand? So yeah, again, this one is also good for like with that communication, but also getting messages. So if you want to, with the Crown of Success, people getting that, I got congratulations on the table, people getting those messages of success. We're operating in that energy here. We talked about the 4 elements with this as well. Rectangles share many of the same qualities as squares with the added element of movement. Okay? With the added element of movement. Now, you see how for the Divine Feminine and the Crown of Success, we're using a rectangle. But with the road opener, we're using a square. So we're kind of binding ourselves to that open road. We're kind of locking down on that. We're kind of standing on that, right? We don't need that movement. We need that to stay, that road opener energy to stay in our lives, okay? Keeping our roads open for eternity. So mote it be. Ashe, okay? Rectangles, oh yeah, we said that. Place your candles in a horizontal rectangle, or your herbs or your crystals, whatever you're utilizing, to create more harmony, or in a vertical rectangle, which is the one I like to use a lot. Okay, the vertical rectangle. So the horizontal one, you know, like the horizon, and then the vertical. Now with the vertical rectangle is to bring more dynamic energy to your spell. All right, so I'm doing both of mine in that energy because I want it to be very dynamic here, especially with the group rituals. Like I tell you guys, it's good to be on the group rituals, but if you notice that it's not really impacting your life like you feel it should, or you're not getting the results that you like, try personal working. That's just what I recommend, okay? But yeah, so with the rectangle, you want to have it horizontal. I don't know why I did up and down. I don't want to confuse y'all. You want to do horizontal for bringing in more harmony, horizontal, harmony, HH. And then to bring in that more dynamic energy, vertical, right? Especially if something that you want to see results, justice workings, things like love workings that you want to see big impact, that is good for that, okay? We're going to go ahead and go into a quick commercial break here to see which group rituals we have up for Sunday. And you could choose what you may want to go ahead and get a spot on, all right? So we're going to play our commercial. And then, as you see, this is the Divine Feminine working. And then we have the road opener here. And then we have the Crown of Success. All right, you guys, period. So go ahead and get you guys spot. All right. I really did want to show you guys these bracelets I just made too, not too long ago. Hold on, y'all. A couple days ago, they are available for purchase. My oh, not that candle. Hold on, wait. Oh. They are available for purchase. This is what the table looks like too, if y'all want to see the setup. You got the Divine Feminine going. I'm drawing a blank, and you can see some of the symbolism here. I might keep this on the screen for the next one. Let me show y'all the bracelets, and then we're going to come back to that. Alright, so these are my new bracelets that I dropped already. My Etsy is going to be opening back up very, very soon, okay? So be on the lookout for that. And yeah, let's just get into it. Alright, so I'm going to let you guys look at the setup for the group ritual so we can talk about some of the symbolism that's represented here. Okay? Now, we do have crowns here as well. We have a star. We have circles. All right. We have a 4-leaf clover as well. We also have flowers as well. All right. So we're going to go over a couple of these. Let me see how much time we really got. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and start. So we did rectangle, we did square. Now, when it comes to the star here, stars are really great for 11:11 period, was just 1 o'clock. Stars are really good for recognition, fame, for happiness, good fortune, luck, divine connection. So really, really good for love workings, okay? And especially too if you want to find like that divine connection with money, career, things like that. Your passion, what you need to be doing, is good for that too. Protection, okay, human body, connection between the material and the spiritual, all right, and that's why we have it on our road opener here, because we need that road open to be open in the spiritual, because whatever happens in the spiritual must happen in the physical next, okay. Manifestation, all right, is really good to help quick manifestation here. And health, wisdom, and spiritual guidance. All right, so that's the star. Now, where we at next? Now, let me tell you guys what really did, what changed my workings like tremendously. So I used to do a lot of my glass candles in a line, right? Or just some candles I would do in a line. And when it comes to just doing one straight line, that's not good, because, well, depending on what you're doing, depending on your working, okay? Because when you have certain things you're trying to attract, you don't really want to put it in just one line, okay? Like even my tapers, I have them like, you'll notice the 2 pink, and then the top of the red one is the top of the triangle. All right, it's coming towards that crown of success energy. Like everything is put on here in a certain type of way. Okay, so yeah. Now when it comes to lines, all right, lines bring about division, separation. All right, connection, movement, a path, travel, growth, direction. Now you can use a line for open roads. So that's why I am using it for that right there, because when you think about the open roads, it's removing things, okay? So you'll see that black 2 taper candle that's representing our line there. Lines can be created in layouts either horizontally or vertically, okay? So horizontally is always going to be for the lines for stability. This is why I got it at the top of the road opener, to bring in a stable energy. And or vertically for dynamic energy. All right, so if you need something to be like, maybe you're doing a blockbuster, you may want to turn it vertically. Okay, straight lines represent directness. Wavy lines represent overcoming obstacles. Okay, and I do have a wavy line within that as well. I did it with some herbs, so you may not be able to see it because I can't really see it from right here. All right. But yeah, finding one's way, psychic links, and spiritual connection. Lines drawn with the, like I was telling you guys, you can use the sachet powders too. All right, to bring things together, or you can either separate things with the herbs and stuff too as well. Okay, so I wanted to tell you guys that about a line, because I know a lot of people who use lines and don't know that it's not, depending on what you're trying to do, it may not be the best one for you. All right, we got diamond here, wealth, action in two directions, as above, so below, manifestation, transformation here. So we do have crowns. We do have a diamond on the table. All right, so we are operating in that energy of as above, so below. All right, and I did put it towards, we're going to get into the east, west, north, south aspect, but I will tell you today that the north of the candle, or of whatever the work is facing, the north of it is going to represent this mundane environment here. It's going to represent things happening in the 3D realm. Okay. So if your candle ever bends forward, say it's a money candle that bends forward, that's good, because you got money coming in, right, in the 3D. Now, like, per se, to the left, it's like spiritual emotions. I think emotions to the, I gotta look at it again, y'all. Everything, my brain be going. But okay, well, that's not that great when it comes to money, because that may be abundance of wealth and mental, or abundance of wealth and emotion. You know what I'm saying? Like, or you may be too emotional about the work. It just plays in a lot of different ways. Okay. So yeah. Now, like I was telling you guys about the arrow with my triangle, I'm facing it that specific way. When you're pointing, if you're pointing in a direction, right? Pointing, like that one is pointing like down. All right. It's about drawing something in. All right. Bringing spiritual knowledge down to earth and receptivity. And that is with that divine feminine energy. That's what we're doing. All right. Because it's bringing that spiritual knowledge that you may have forgotten to the surface in this mundane realm. Okay. Now, when it comes to the crowns, and it's going to be our last one. Well, I'm going to tell you circles. Circles going to be our last one. All right. So when it comes to crowns here, when you're doing a working and you want to incorporate a crown, crowns bring power, royalty, divine blessing, success, crown of success, mastery, attainment, achievement, wisdom. All right. So, working with that crown energy here can bring in a lot of power and success. All right. So, even if you just do the herbs and put like a candle at each tip of the crown, or you just have an actual crown to put on your altar, okay, in symbolism of that. All right. So yeah. And two, like, if you want to, like, say you want to work on like 3 different things, like wealth, health, and being famous, you could put each one at the tip of each crown. All right. You could write it on there. You could put a candle right there, right on the candle. However, all right, for the last one, we're going to do the circle, okay? So the circle is really, really good, and it's really common. Y'all see me use, especially with my tin pans, but you see the grateful plates, and I have a couple other circles. But circles are really good for unity, completion, wholeness, harmony, never ending, infinity, cycles, perfection, enlightenment, protection, cycle of rebirth, spirit, fertility, luck, and commitment. All right. Circles can be laid out with the candles or drawn around candles with herbs and sachets to give definition. All right. Joining with other elements, anything inside the circle, and separating other elements, anything outside the circle. All right. So that is all I have for you guys tonight. All right. I hope you guys like this video. I hope it was very informative. All right. So, and I want you guys also to let me know how you like this content down in the comments down below. And don't forget, you guys, there's still room to get your spot. So go ahead and get your spot on a group ritual if you feel drawn to. I also wanted to show you guys 2 that I will be doing. This service is available now to where you can get a natal chart forecast. All right. You can see either for the week, the month, or the year, how these astrological events may affect you. Or if you want to just specifically go into one section and do an overall, you could do love, magical gifts, qualities, and finances if you just want to focus in on one area. But yeah, you guys, and don't forget to go ahead and add me on Divine Golden Intuitions, where you get collective free readings, okay, free general readings, Of course, remember to take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Okay? But I'll see y'all in my next one. Peace out, y'all.